And when I wanted to take that step, because I wanted to take that step, I couldn't move. And then I heard something say, no. And I turned around and I looked. I don't see nobody. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at the water again. And I'm trying to move. Mm. Literally. Trying to move. And I couldn't. And I turned around again because I heard that voice again says, no. And I heard it again. It says, turn around.
Let's go. Yo, listen up, everybody. Have you heard the news? Got a brand new show that's breaking all the rules. Started out from VA and now we on the move. From local to global, cause we got something to prove. We came from the bottom, now we at the tippy top. To hold it down for our people, cause we all we got. It's a cold, cold world, but we keeping it hot. With our future on the line, ain't no time to stop. All work over here, still we having fun. Yeah, we say it like it is, ain't no holding our tongue. Go get us on the team, yeah, we getting it done. And shout out to Travell, yo, you number one. It started with a dream that turned into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about the change, mind your business.
Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
Into another episode of Wait Again Minute Podcast. I am Gam, and of course I got my sidekick, my co-host,
Miss Go Getter.
And tonight, y'all, we have a special guest, as we do most Thursdays. Well, you know what? I think we have special guests every Thursday. But tonight is very special, and I think you guys are gonna definitely gonna take away some nuggets from this episode tonight. So with that being said, we have Mr. Eric Knight with us tonight. How are you, sir?
Good. How you guys?
Good. How was your weekend?
Weekend was busy.
Busy?
Busy weekend.
Busy's always good, though.
Yeah, it is. Definitely now.
Yeah.
Definitely now it's busy.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good now. Busy.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
gotcha. Well, that's good to know. You looking good?
I'm trying a little bit.
You feeling good?
All right, all is well.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm not even, we're not even going to hold you, but we do want you to introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners of Wait Again Minute Podcast.
Okay, well, for those who don't know, I'm Eric Knight, straight out of Suffolk. Saratoga is where I raised in.
Oh my gosh!
Don't do that. I mean, high school went to Lakeland. Yeah. Suffolk all my life. I done traveled, singing, played football, played college football. Got back to Suffolk and been on my grind ever since. So
Two boys,
yeah, EJ and Carter.
Yeah, and a
Two
daughter.
knuckleheads, yeah, daughter Kayla.
That's
yeah,
right.
So grinding.
So you've been pretty busy.
Busy.
Needless to say.
Definitely busy.
That's good.
Definitely busy.
So tonight's episode, like I said, is very it's going to be very good. I can feel it already because it's, to be honest with you, we're talking about a topic that most people don't talk about outside their home.
Facts.
But I feel like this: if we don't talk about it, how are we going to help ourselves and then help somebody else?
That's true.
So with that being said, y'all, we're going to talk a little bit about mental health, but we're going to talk about mental health from the men perspective because, of course, we can, give y'all us all day long, but we want to know what's going on in your head.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be very candid. Like I saw you made a post a while back, and it was very alarming, but at the same time, it was needed. I don't even think you realize it. Like, with you just making that post, expressing how you feel, other men can follow suit.
Right, absolutely.
So with that being said, tell us a little bit about the post that you made that day.
Well, for starters, a lot of people hit me up. It was like, was that you sitting in the parking lot by yourself? No, that was not me. I saw another post, and when I seen a picture, I immediately knew. Not to say that I knew that person because I don't know that person. Like, I don't even know. It was, I'm saying, like I said, it was just another post with a picture. But when I seen the picture, I knew mentally I've been there, not necessarily sitting in the parking lot by myself, but mentally I saw myself in that situation, because now mentally when you're at that state, it does not matter who's around you. It doesn't matter what's going on, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, whatever the case may be. When you're in that mental capacity, there's nothing around you that's going to make you feel like, oh, well, I'm going to do something else. It's just for that moment, I need to be secluded. And if it just so happens to be in a parking lot, in an empty lot, I don't care, because I'm at a point in my life where it's a lot going on right now. And so I don't need nobody around me. Sometimes being in your home can be negative in a certain aspect. Being around family sometimes, and not to go against family, because family is always a great thing. But when you're dealing with something and you really don't know where to turn, it's sometimes you just go places just to find places to be secluded, be alone. Like, I've been there.
Right.
Like, I've been there. Now, like I said, of course, I've never sat in a parking lot on the pavement, but I've been in my car in certain places, and I'm sitting there, no music, it's just quiet, and I'm thinking, I was like, well, why you can't do that at home? Well, maybe home is that trigger as to what you've been dealing with, what you've been going through. So sometimes you don't even want to sit at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that post, I can relate mentally whoever that person was going through. May not sit, like I said, may not be sitting in a parking lot.
But it was the same concept.
Exactly.
Mentally, you was alone
and then it's
in a parking lot. But
right,
you wasn't
right.
physically in a parking lot.
Right. And it's a man. Our pride gets in the way of a lot of stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because society has always pinpointed the men, especially black men, as to be the strong provider, protector, rah, 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 rah. Never at any moment, if we attempt to release our softness per se,
Right.
we're already categorized as being soft or not being able to take care of what you need to take care of. It has nothing to do with that. Right now, I'm at a state where I don't have nothing mentally, emotionally, physically, mentally. Like, it's like I don't have anything. Who can I turn to? Sometimes we don't have the financial stability to go to a therapist.
Right. Absolutely.
Sometimes we may not want to go to our spiritual father or our pastor or anything like that, not to go against that, but it's just like sometimes you don't want to hear it's going to be all right. You want to be all right now.
Right, right.
You know
so,
what I mean?
So let me ask you this. So when you're at that point, right, and you feel like, you know, life is overwhelming, and not to take away from what you're going through, but life is really lifing right now. Like,
Facts.
it's
For a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Facts.
And sometimes, you know, you don't know where to turn to. You don't know who to talk to. So when you're in that moment, what do you actually do?
It's hard for me to answer that question because, excuse me, like, even though I'm in a better place mentally, it's still challenging.
Right.
There are still some obstacles that I'm trying to get across. There are still some things that I'm trying to get away from mentally, because any little thing can bring it back to where I was when I was at that point.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's always good to pray. I'm very, very strong in my spiritual man. It's always good to pray. It's always good to have that inner circle that's always checking up on you, whether you want them to or not. It's always good is, hey, man, you good? I just want to check up on you. You doing all right? How is everything going? You need anything? X, Y, Z. And sometimes you can be like, yo, I'm good. But I understand it, because when you have that inner circle where throughout the day, whether it's a Wednesday or a Friday, a text or a call, just to say, hey, man, you good? Everything all right? What's going on? Or just a conversation like, yo, let's go somewhere, just out of the blue. You know what I mean? So that is good in a certain aspect. So, like I said, that inner, and it don't have to be a whole lot of people.
It just
Yeah, it can just
has
be
to be
one.
Right. Exactly.
the right people.
Exactly. It's just that right person that you know, regardless of who I am around the public eye. When I'm home, they know me as Boom. It's just like for me performing, everyone knows me as Ace, and I'm singing and all of that jazz. But when I'm home, I'm Eric. And there are some people that like, yo, excuse my friend, I don't give a damn about A's.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Where Eric at? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's always a good thing.
So let me ask you this: so when you're out and you're ace and you're actually out and you're performing, right? Have you ever been? And I can speak from experience, right? You've been out and you.
Wait a minute, you can speak from experience. What you saying too?
No, I don't.
Oh, I was.
I can't stand her.
Baby,
I can't.
give me a note, T. What up?
Yeah, I can sing with the radio up, but you get the radio down, you be like, oh, I'm not deaf tone now. I can carry a tone now.
Baby.
Now let's don't start. But anyway,
I
but
can
no,
sing.
what I was gonna say was like I can relate like when you're out and you're in your element, right?
Right.
And you're doing you don't really. Yes, you're going through and you like what I'm trying to ask you is how do you put that to the back burner and like when you get home or when you ride home, you like stuff start coming back up and you like real life start. You okay? I'm out here saying I'm out here doing my thing, but now I'm back at
Yes.
place.
Oh,
Right.
So basically, what you're saying is, how does he put like whatever mental situation he had going
hold,
on,
right.
he put it on hold to perform or
Right.
to do whatever.
What like I said, now
Yeah.
I'm a lot better in that area.
Okay.
So it's just like when I'm, especially if it's contracts involved, of course you gotta
Push through.
absolutely. So it's just when I'm in that element and I'm singing, that's my go-to place. So when I'm there, everything that's going on outside of my performance, I just put it to the side.
Okay.
Because I know people want to see a performance. People want to enjoy the show.
Right.
People want to get hyped up if I'm hosting events or things of that nature, or if I'm singing in weddings. I want to make sure that when you ask me to do something, whatever magnitude it is, I want to give you 100% regardless of what I got going on.
Right.
So have you, when you was going through at the times when you were going through, did you back out of contracts and
Yes,
stuff?
I have, because it was
Okay.
tough. It was tough. It was really tough, especially singing in weddings. It was tough.
So weddings your trigger?
It's like when it's pertaining to
Love?
and couples and things of that nature, there were times where I was just like, hey, unfortunately I'm unable to. Didn't give them a reason. It was just, or I mean, there have been times I may have lied a little bit and be like, hey, I got something else going on, because
Right,
it's just,
yeah.
I feel bad already because someone asked me to be a part of their special moment.
Right. Yeah.
But mentally,
wasn't
I was
ready.
not ready. Oh my God, I was not ready. Oh no, because for me, singing, I put a lot of passion into singing.
Right. I was about to ask you that.
Yeah, I put a lot of, oh my God, I
Right.
put a lot of passion.
So when you was singing, when you were going through, and like when you want to cancel, so is singing not like a go-to as far as your type of therapy, or was it just the love situation? If you was put in that situation, you couldn't do that.
Right, it was just like that. Because I mean, if I'm singing gospel music, or if I'm in that element where I'm talking to God through music, that's different compared to if someone wants to propose to that lady and they be like,
Okay,
hey,
gotcha.
I want, hey, can you come do this? Or hey, I'm having a wedding. I would love for you to come and sing, or things like that. So it's just that part was hard for me. But if I'm at home and I'm in that moment, I'll sing something that I know, that conversation that me and God can have through singing. Or sometimes I just sitting down, just having a conversation with God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That helped out a lot. But when it comes down to singing,
Love stuff.
oh my goodness,
Okay, so
I was.
so is it okay? So listening to you talk, right? So it's your love life that's a trigger for you.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Well, gotcha.
But why is that though?
Because I love hard.
Okay.
I love hard.
Okay.
And when I was in that moment, I blame myself a lot.
In what moment?
In the moment where I thought that the love that I gave, not necessarily saying it was enough, but I couldn't understand why the love that I gave wasn't received.
Okay.
Oh, in your relationships. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just because I love doing things, and when I'm not there anymore, it's just like, okay, what do I do now?
Do now, yeah.
Because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then I'm seeing everybody else.
And I think, you know, and I think in all fairness though, I think that's what it is now too, like with social media. Like you see everybody's putting out their good good work.
Their happy stuff.
Their happy stuff. And everybody goes through, right? But just seeing it on a constant, you know, on a daily, and you like, man, I remember when I, you know,
Man,
so
let me tell you.
it can kind of
trigger.
Oh my
turn your heart a
God.
little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, it's natural because we're human.
Right,
We're
absolutely.
human. So
Right.
it's just to say it's not wrong, especially when you're with someone or, you know what I'm saying, for a long period of time, regardless of how long it may be. It's going to be good moments. And of course, there's
Yeah.
going to be bad moments, but then it's just like, hey, we're going to get through those bad moments and get back to the good moments. So that's all you're going to remember. So it's just like there are moments where you remember the good times, and then there are moments where you don't want to remember the bad times, but it's right there in front of you.
Right.
So it's just trying to weigh both of them is hard.
It's hard, yeah.
So when you first start having your situations or your moments, how did it make you feel though as a man? Because you know, like you were just saying from the beginning, when you know the way society have it set up is that men are the strong ones. You don't seek therapy. You don't sit down and you talk to your pastor. You don't go to Facebook and do the crying live and all that stuff. You know, you don't go do all of that. And that's the way society have it. Because if you go on live and you snotting and crying and just sitting there, you know, like, then people going to have something to say about that.
Facts.
So, you know, as Gam was just saying, you know, you see all the good stuff on Facebook, but you have like a few people that will go up there and show how life is really life into them, but then everybody sit and criticize that too.
At
So
the
it's
end
like,
of the day,
Lord,
it's
they
like
up there doing all this crying. They could have went and saw a therapist. They could have sat at home, did. You know, it's always something. So as a man, though, how do you process it? Like girls, we'll talk to our friends.
Right.
We'll talk to whoever.
Or we would go live.
Yeah, or go
Well, they
live
would
and
go
do the
live, 'cause I'm not
crying.
gonna do- They would go live,
do
or
the
they would
crying.
make posts, Facebook posts,
Posts.
and all that, whatever.
So, as a man, when it first started happening, when you first realized there was an issue going on with you, how did you process that beginning moment?
I didn't do good. I didn't do good at all, because I was one of those ones where I'm posting memories, or not necessarily memories, but I'm posting songs that's pertaining to what I'm dealing with, and it's in black and white, and I got the sad face going on, or I'm looking real plain or upset. So people was like, Lord, I know what is going on. Like, come on, Eric, like for real. Like, so it was just, in the beginning, I was bad.
So you were posting like songs or memories on your social media. So you didn't have a problem with, no, I ain't gonna do that. You know,
I didn't care.
Some guys be like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do that.
I did not care.
Okay.
When I say I did not care,
So you was really in the moment.
because I wanted who it was targeted to,
To see it, feel it.
wanted them to see it.
Did it work for you?
Nope.
Okay.
But I was just like, eventually it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
One day it's gonna happen. And
But you know, even though like you've been, you know, with this person for a long time or whatever, sometimes, you know, the people who we think are our person
Not
may
your
eventually may
person.
not be our person, even though we want them to be our person. So I'm with you. Like, I am totally with you. I get it. So, but you know, sometimes that relationship may build us up for our next relationship.
Absolutely.
So we have to get ourselves healthy and in a place where we're mentally and physically good, so that we can attract our next person.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we don't want to attract somebody and we're broken and we're all the pieces, because hurt people. So we're going to attract what we don't want. It's crazy, but this is what it's going to be. So with that being said, like, what are you doing now to prepare yourself for that next part of your life? Because
build
you're
yourself,
still
yeah.
young. Like,
Yeah.
so you
staying busy.
nice looking dude. Like, so I'm sure she's out there. Like, so how are you going to present yourself to her?
Well, right now I'm not.
You're not, okay. Just
Yeah,
chilling.
you working on you right
Right
now.
now is me, my music, and my kids.
Okay.
That's it.
It's grind time.
That's it.
Yeah.
I have visions that I'm trying to make happen, and not to say that it wasn't there back then, but I had to go in a different lane, because that's what it was.
Right.
And so it was just like, okay, well, what do I do now? Can't play football no more. That's long gone. I'm at that age. I can't get out there and play no football.
Yeah, you can be,
Right, get broken up real
something,
fast.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I couldn't go there. My plans is to go back to school, but the common denominator or the foundation was my music, my singing, my performing, my hosting. That's where I was way before anything else came about. Outside of playing sports, it was music.
so
Right.
you are back to your first love. So, but are you in love the way that you were back then with your music though?
I
Even-
see it.
even
I
though
see
you
it
don't-
now. I see it now in a whole different light compared
Okay.
to how I was in the beginning.
Okay.
It's a whole different atmosphere now for me.
And how was that?
It's like in the beginning, I was more so going for the rah of it, and not really looking at the behind the scenes or the backbone.
business.
Right. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go sing. That's it. Get sang, get paid. That's it. So now it's just like, oh, like I can really do something with this. Like outside of the whole making the band thing, like
Right.
that's long gone. That was 2007, so I can't live on that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, it's a business aspect of this music thing that can really make some moves, and not only make moves for me, but make moves for other people that decided to join along with me.
Right.
Which is why I came up with my whole Soulful Sound music group. So it was just like, okay, I see this now. So it's like, okay, I can do more than sing. I've had people hit me up, hey, can you host my wedding reception?
All right.
All right, cool.
How is that going though?
Oh, it's going.
Okay.
Because it's just like now I'm in
Talking
a
about mentally though.
right. I'm in a better place
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm still fighting every now and then. I still have my moments, but
Right.
compared to how it was in the beginning, oh no, I'm far from it now. I'm in a better place mentally where, hey, I know from 5 to 9, they need me for X, Y, and Z. So let's make sure it happens. Let's take care of it, because I want to build a catalog. I want to build clients to do more than just sing. Yeah, I love the fact that you want me to sing at whatever that you got going on, but listen, I can do other things.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See
So
how
it's just
versatile I am.
right. So like I said, I just hosted a retirement party for a longtime teacher and a coach, Coach Roundtree.
Right.
Just did one for him this past weekend, his retirement dinner. I got some more events coming up where I'm doing more than just singing. So it was just like, and now I'm like really in, like I said, in the business aspect of it, with contracts and deposits and making sure that whatever I need is in the contract. So it's just like I said, I'm staying busy as much as possible now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So what would you say to someone, a male, a guy, whether you know him or not, and he's going down the road that you're just now turning a corner from? Like, what would you say to him to encourage him that it's going to be okay?
Well, number one, put your pride to the side.
Absolutely.
Put your pride to the side. Don't let society take over your life. Don't let it happen, because the more you look at what society says we're supposed to be, we're never going to get out of whatever we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And again, find that inner circle that loves you for who you are and not necessarily what you can do for them. Of course, pray. Find that spiritual guidance, because it's needed.
Yeah.
Find it, because again, when I was at that state, when I was at that moment, when there was nobody, and I can say this now in the 42 years that I've been here, that I heard the voice of God at one.
What's up, family? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Wait Again Minute Podcast. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Hit that notification button as well, so when we drop a new episode, you'll be first to know. Stay tuned to all things Wait Again Minute.
I didn't know what that was. From singing in church and being under the leadership of my pastor, I'm like, how do I know?
Right, yeah.
How do I know that's what I'm hearing? And when I was at that one bad moment,
It was the same voice?
I heard it.
Oh, you heard the voice. Okay.
And I was just like, to the point where I'm looking around like,
Who is that?
right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Wait a minute, I know I ain't
Did I just hear a voice?
right. I know I ain't crazy. I don't think.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I don't see nothing or nobody, and I'm like,
Right.
nah. And I'm not. Wait a minute, I'm hearing it again. Okay, let me stop this, and yeah. So
So when that happened, like, how did you process that? I know you said that it was a shock, and you were like, "Okay, God, I hear you," but like, how did you process it? Like, to be like, to know from the times that before, like sometimes we say like, "Was that God?" or I don't know if that was him. You
Right.
kind of certain to when you knew that was him.
well, I think from the beginning of my dark place, it was like I don't think I was really trying to hear it.
Okay.
Because I was so consumed of I want to make my problem go away. I want to make this situation right because I can't deal with what I'm dealing with. So he probably was talking to me then, but it was just I didn't want to hear it
Right.
because I'm like, okay, I can hear him, and I can hear y'all talking to me trying to make sure that I'm all right, but my problems are not fixed.
Too much noise. Yeah.
My situation is not where I want it to be. So unless you're gonna help me make it happen, I don't want to hear you. That's how it was back then. But now it's just like, it's not a race, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
I didn't see that then. I didn't want to see it then. Because I wanted my problem go away. Because I can't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
So it was just like, hearing him now makes me understand what I'm dealing with at this very moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah, that makes sense. So he was basically talking to you, trying to help you and guide you to get out the situation you was in. And now, was he kind of like, do you feel as though what he was trying to guide you or tell you was to let whatever the situation that, you was having issues with, maybe he was removing you from that situation, so let it go. So you was trying to fight and ask for something that he was trying to remove you from.
exactly. Because again, I wanted to go back to my comfort zone.
Right.
He was taking you away from your comfort zone.
Right. Because I was comfortable for so long, and not to go against anything outside of that, because
Right.
in my eyesight, in my mind, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm great. Like,
Yeah.
did I think that I could be that? No, but I'm here. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I ain't got to do nothing else. I ain't got to go outside of my means. I'm good here. I'm fine. Ain't nobody got to pull me any other direction.
Right.
I'm great right here.
So now let's revisit that a little bit. So being that was your situation for the longest, right? Was it something that you did that caused that? That's why like it's kind of
Hard to
tugging at you even more, or it was something that life just happened, and before you know it.
I played a part in a lot of it.
Okay.
I will say that. Yeah, I will not. I mean, of course, we all know that we're not perfect.
Right.
That's just what it is. But I know that there was some things that I know I could have done better.
Okay.
I know I could have done better. And there were times where it was just like that's all I had focused on, which made me even more in that capacity of being so upset with myself. Because there was times where I'm just like, why?
Why didn't you do it?
Why didn't you do it?
Why did I do that? Or why did I go that route? Or why did I say this? Or why did I say that? Or couldn't I have done this a little bit differently than
I want to know what you did, though. I was waiting. I was trying to wait. I feel like I don't know what you're talking about, but I just feel like you must have really did something because it ain't what they say. Men can do stuff, but when it don't go the way they want it, they can't really deal with it.
It ain't really what you probably thought, though.
Oh, I mean, I ain't thinking that because I don't know. That's why I asked you. That's why I'm asking. What did you do?
Huh.
It's okay if you don't want to say.
I mean, we'll just say that there was some things that
Okay, let me say this right quick. Have you accepted accountability for it?
Yes.
And acknowledge you
Yes.
did it? Because, okay, so
Yes.
you should be able to say what it is because you already accepted.
I could, but nah, we're gonna leave that one. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one.
Okay. Well,
But
Okay.
what I will say is
Okay.
it ain't the status quo, if that makes sense. I'll let you ponder on that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ponder on that.
I'm gonna have to
I
ponder
don't
on
know.
that too because I
have
Because
no
when you
idea.
okay, because
Like-
all right, so I say this because when you think of issues or problems between the first thing that people think of is
cheating.
Finances or cheating?
there you go.
Okay. Okay.
Which one? Cheating or finances? 'Cause
I'll
I
let
think-
you. I'll let you ponder on that.
Well, I mean, it's
We can talk when the cameras go off.
right. Okay.
I guess.
Perfect. So whatever the situation was,
Right.
it has some residue. Like
Yeah.
residue. Like you're
Yeah.
still living, and whether the other party is living that or not, you are.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, like, when Eric is good, his kids are good. Like
Facts.
everybody is good. So
Yeah.
and even like going back, even listening to you when you were talking about when you going out and you performing, and people are coming to see you, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
coming, and we too, as the audience, could be going through our own stuff.
Yeah.
So being that you can turn it off for a while to be able to do what you need to do is a good thing too.
Right.
Because sometimes, we're at that point where we, like you said before, you had to be like, you know what, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. So that's progression
Right.
in it. And I know like sometimes when we're going through, we don't see that. We just see
Not
what
at
we're
all.
going through and we just trying to
Right.
process it however we can process it. And speaking, when you were saying about
But that's
you
a
were-
good thing, though, that he's able to turn it on.
It
and
is.
off,
It
because
is.
somebody in the audience that's there at that event
To pick it up,
might
yeah.
need
Right.
what you was putting
Because
out.
I mean, if you look at it, if I got so much going on and I'm sitting here trying to perform and I'm singing something that supposed to bring joy, and they looking at me like, bruh, can you at least smile a little bit?
Right. You sitting there like this.
Right.
Like, that's not joy.
Right. So it's no sense in me singing Before I Let Go, and
Right.
that's a popular summertime cookout song,
Yeah.
and you make me happy.
And the whole time you're not happy. You like,
Right. Because energy,
you're like, when is this over?
energy
Right.
transfers.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
if you're going through and if you're not able to put on that face, then we're now taking on what you're possessing,
Absolutely.
which isn't a good thing. Meaning people
putting
ain't gonna
out
call your ass
negative,
back
we
no
taking
more.
on negative.
Yeah, they be like, oh no, he was off that night. When the world,
Right, which means no more booking.
no more
Right.
booking.
You know what I
Because
mean?
when
So
you playing Let Go, and so people get up and like, and you there just dragging it.
just
They be
dragging
like,
it. Right.
Oh no, what they can't have for what?
Exactly.
God.
So it's just like the domino effect falls from that, because then it's like, you can't invite him no more, or whoever the promoter is like, yo, can we question your talent search?
Yeah.
Because you got this dude up here singing and he ain't like, nah. So he ain't coming to none of your events because
Right.
you can't bring in the right talent.
Right, absolutely,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's just like, yeah, you got to know when to turn it off.
It's crazy. So what I wanted to ask you, and I thought about this even down to last week, like with women in general, like a lot of times men can't be vulnerable, right?
Facts.
They can't express how they feel. So when you as a male, right, when you express how you feel to somebody, and they say, you soft, or they say that, chunk it up, like it ain't that bad, you just being extra. Like, how do you handle that? Like, how do you still be you, but be vulnerable, but at the same time let her know why you feel this way?
Well, I think you got to pick and choose who you speak to when it comes down to certain situations.
Okay.
Like if I know you this hardcore rah, really don't give a damn about anything, not gonna come to you at my most vulnerable state.
Okay.
Compared to someone that I feel as though can either be down there in my level or can talk to me in that aspect of, I know I can come to you if I'm at my lowest point. I know I can come to you for guidance. I know I can come to you for stability depending on what it is that I'm dealing with, compared to someone that I know for a fact don't really care about a lot. So it's no sense in me coming to you.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you what I'm dealing with when I already know. You can be like, man, forget all that. Let's just go get a drink.
Yeah.
You know the drink gonna cover all of that,
Right.
Until you sober up,
Right.
You're right back in the same state.
But then I don't drink no more. So why we going to get a drink?
Yeah.
You want to get some water, some soda? Like,
yeah,
I ain't going to the bar. I don't have no purpose of going to the bar. So
Right.
I'm coming to you because I thought that you can be that person that I can talk to. But
Right.
your first response is, all right, man, you be all right. Let's go holler at one of these hoes. Wait, what?
right.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, like, that ain't where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Or if I was talking to a female and she was like, okay, well, you can just lay your head right here. Wait, no. That ain't where I'm at.
Oh, you need a hug. Let me
That
just give you a
that
hug.
ain't right. So it's just like, I think it's more so of picking and choosing who it is that you speak to pertaining to whatever it is that you're going through. That's
Right.
so it's a lot to try to figure it out. Don't get me wrong, because it's just like, yo, who do I talk to? That's when
So
you
do
probably
you-
can go to God.
So
for
basically, what
guidance.
you're saying, you do feel as though men might have limited resources or outlets.
Absolutely. It's hard. It's hard. And I hate to say it, it's a double standard.
It
It is.
It's a double standard because when it's the female and they're dealing with what they're dealing with and they may happen to publicize it or post it or whatever, it's, oh, you're gonna be all right and we're gonna make it right and y'all pray for my girl, y'all pray for my sis and da 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 da. We need to go over there and build her up and pick her up and da 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 da.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
But as soon as we do it,
Oh,
what's
man, he just a
what's,
soft
what's wrong with
little
you,
girl.
man? You better man up. You a man. Da da da.
Yeah,
It's hard,
yeah,
especially for black men who always portray to be what they are. They working in construction. They working for the city. They playing sports or they doing something where it's showing their physical manhood.
yeah.
But then when they're at that point where they like, I don't want to be that strong right now.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And then you got some that maybe their parents have gone on, passed away. Who do they talk to? Who do they go to? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, can't go out here in public and talk about it because, again, I'm going to be labeled.
Yeah.
Right.
And then that's going to make me even more upset because it's just like, I told myself I won't go post nothing. And then here I go posting it. And this is what I'm seeing. And then you ready to go off crazy for real.
Yeah.
When you could have just kept it to yourself. But then it's just like, if you continue to build, I mean, if you continue to hold stuff in,
gonna
eventually
blow.
you're going to blow. And then it's just like, then you get the, oh man, I didn't know. Why you didn't just come to me and tell me that you was da 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 da? Because when I was, you was telling me how soft I was, or you telling me to man up or get it together. You gonna be all right.
Yeah. And I think, nowadays, we definitely have to be careful with our words
Facts.
because we can easily push, because you can easily, feel compelled to, like, let me use me as an example. You can feel compelled to express to me how you feel, right? And you express to me how you feel, and I'm having a bad day, so I'm like, well, go ahead, do something then. Or I don't got time, but not realizing that I should have been there for you in that moment.
Right.
And a lot of times we don't get those moments back.
Right.
And then
Right.
people, are dealing with that for the rest of their life. Like, I should have, would have,
Yep.
could have. It's like, and it's too late.
And then you have those that
Coulda,
really,
shoulda, woulda stuff.
then you have those that really don't know how to respond to trauma.
That's true.
That's true.
So that's why I was like, you really got to pick and choose who you talk to, because if, let's just say, and for example, if you're dealing with relationship problems, but you're talking to somebody single, that don't make sense.
But you could though. You could talk to someone single, because just because they're single at that moment, don't mean they haven't been where you are.
But what if they've
at.
never been in a relationship?
Well, then that might be a different thing. That's what I'm saying. That don't mean they couldn't have been.
Right,
But if they
so
never
it's
been
just-
in a relationship, then I do look at that. That might be a little hard because you haven't had that interaction
Right.
where everything was going smooth and then the road split.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how you
Like,
tell
I
me
can't
about
go
the
to-
road
But
split?
hold on, I get y'all, but I don't agree, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, no,
That's
here she
just-
go with her trying to play devil's advocate.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
that's just like they say, if you're married, you should hang out with anybody that's single, because they don't do the same thing.
Oh, no, I don't think that's
not
true. I think
just
you can be married
gotta,
and hang
I just
out.
think you gotta look at the the person. And I just feel like this: when you're going through whatever it is you're going through, and when you feel like you want to talk to somebody, always have that conversation with God and say, like, look, put those people in front of me that I need to be expressing how I feel to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
do you think he's gonna put a single person, that never been
Right.
down that road at all?
Absolutely, yeah.
So they're gonna tell you about how it is to live with another person and split
No,
up.
I'm not saying. No, I'm not.
But if you're going through that, and that's the issues you are having, that you was with this person for this long time, you used to being there, you used to coming home, that person there. Now you got to learn how to live single, but you never been single. But this person always been single. Now I do feel as though that person can talk to you about, like, look, I'm single. This is how we live single. But I don't see how they can explain to you on how to go from always living with this person, y'all taking a shower together every night and getting to bed at the same time. Now all of a sudden you got to figure out, well, what time did we used to take a shower? Because
No,
they just told me what time to take a shower when we took a shower.
Well,
They can't tell you, like, look,
well,
man, this is how
definitely-
you go from being in this relationship taking showers when they say take a
I'm
shower.
not saying literally, like y'all are literally taking that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you know,
saying that, but
they
but
can
what
listen. That person, I do feel as though
Absolutely,
they can listen.
That's exactly what I'm
Because
saying.
I don't think you have to be a certain qualification to have a certain experience just to listen. But if you looking for advice, no,
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think you're going to an all single person.
I mean, it's
Never been in a
kind of,
relationship.
again, if this
That's
person's
the
never been in a
person gonna tell
relationship,
you, let's go get these hoes.
right?
That's
if
that
you've
person.
if you've never been in a relationship, period, like you can't really call one hit a quitter or a one weekend getaway as a relationship because it's the same person.
Right.
Because after that, you ain't gonna see him again until the next weekend, compared to someone that's been with someone 7 days out of the week.
Every day.
Right. So it's just like
Years.
if I'm having, especially if I'm having marital problems, I'm not gonna go to a single person because
Right,
he's never
okay.
been married.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like,
Yeah,
what
don't
can
come
you
to me.
tell me? Right. What can you
Nothing.
tell me that's gonna help me with my wife, or what can you tell me that's gonna help me with my husband? Like, there's
Right.
no
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
that you can, regardless of how many relationships you have. You've never been married. Because I tell people all the time, marriages and relationships are two different things.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Being married
I
and
don't
being
think
and having
so.
a boyfriend girlfriend, two different things.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, you can get rid of easily.
Two different things.
You don't have nothing to like hold you.
Two
Just
different
go.
things.
Marriage, you got to worry about
Two different things.
assets. You got to worry
I mean,
about.
well, you
Two
know,
different
some,
things.
Some people,
But what are the two
boyfriend and
different
girlfriend-
things?
Chevelle, two different
Well,
things.
listen, though, Eric, like for real, boyfriend and girlfriend. Like to me, I just feel like this: if you're with that person and that's your person, regardless if you have assets together or whether you have a piece of paper connecting you guys, I just
Right.
think that it should be either we're all in or we're not. Regardless.
But see, here's
of
here's the flip side to that. I don't have to be all in if I don't want to.
That's true, but that's
I don't have to be.
but that's
You
but
can
that's
sit here.
either way,
You can
married or not,
You can sit here and say, "Hey, either this is gonna be it right here. We gonna do X, Y, and Z."
right?
Okay. Well, you living in your own place. I'm living in my own place. We don't have any kids, so no,
X.
I don't really have to be here if I don't want to,
Right.
because I'm not obligated. Okay, yeah, we
okay.
said we boyfriend and girlfriend, but at the end of the day, if I choose to split, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so
all you
it's
can do is get
pretty
upset and blast me on social media like everybody does.
Right, right.
I can look at it and be like, okay, while I'm hugged up with another shorty or I'm hugged up with another guy. You know what I'm saying? But when you're married,
It's different. Yeah,
it's
okay.
different because there are two that's supposed to conjoin to be one. So when you're conjoined to be one, everything that you do is together, whether it's, like you said, assets, bank accounts, kids, in-laws, whatever the case may be, you're one. And then if it don't work out, you got to go through so much to get back to who you was before y'all got together.
But sometimes you been together so long you forget
Right.
who you
Now,
were.
but that's to me, that's in any relationship. Sometimes we can lose ourselves, right? So the person that you were 10, 15 years ago, you're no longer that same person. So the thing is, you have to be able to pivot whether you're married or not.
I get
and
that.
Figure out, you know,
But if we ain't
way to
got the
go.
same last name, regardless of how long we've been together, at any given moment, I can leave and I can take everything with me. You can't do nothing about it.
Oh man.
What can you do?
Sue you. Get somebody to jump you or something.
That's it. Do some physical harm to somebody and that's it. Lick the wounds, pay the hospital bill, and keep on trucking. You know what I'm saying? So
I get it. I mean, I do.
I understand where you're coming from.
Right, yeah.
But, and again, I don't consider myself the marriage expert. But at the same time, from being around my mother and father who's been married over 40 years, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing that there were problems that was going on, but they never showed us, me and my brother, but they stayed together. They made it work. And there are other families that's done that. Like, they make it work. They go at it together regardless of what the problem is, compared to if it's a boyfriend and girlfriend. If I stomp my toe at this table that I told you don't put there in the first place, you know what? Forget it. Gone.
No, see, no. Because
But it's like that though.
I mean, I get
to
it,
a certain
but this
degree.
is- I get it, but this
Because
is
there's been some people now that done had different relationships, and you like, now I only been following you a year.
Come
I
on.
done seen about 3-4
Come on.
relationships.
oh my god.
Clearly, they're one of those people
Come
that done
on.
bumped the toe and they said, "Forget it, I'm out." Okay, the next.
It can be the smallest little problem that's gonna be like, you know what? I'm not obligated to be with you. I can leave.
Yeah.
Compared to
They don't have to work on it.
compared to
Oh no. So y'all telling me that if you're in a relationship and if you feel like, oh, okay, well, I bumped my toe and I want to leave, I'm gonna leave. I don't.
You don't have to work on it. You
don't get me wrong. There
like
are
you
some
should, but
people.
you don't have
There
to.
are some people that's been in relationships that's not married, that's still together for so long, and they
Yeah.
made it work without having to make it official.
Yeah,
there are
right.
some couples that do that, but then you have some couples where, yeah, I'm with you, but the one moment you slip, we don't have to work this out. I can just go.
That's
That's not the
a messed up
norm. That
It's
most
not the
people be
norm.
Together for like a long
That's-
time.
it's not the norm.
It's something wrong with that person, because if you're so quick to say, you know what, instead of going left, I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna exit right out this door because I don't want to do this no more, and you don't want to work on. Like, to me, I'm looking at the individual. Like, it's something. It's something about you. Like, why don't you want to work?
Okay, so let me say this though. So the way you're talking, it was how you was raised back then.
Yeah.
True.
Let's just think
That's
about
absolutely
let's just think about where we're going with this. Like, we came from an era where if they was married, cool. If they wasn't married, they was together for so long, but they worked it out.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the problem is, before we say it's over, we gonna go from A to Z
Absolutely.
before we say, you know what,
'Cause you
we
had some older
tried.
people that you thought was married, and the
Right.
whole time they weren't married.
Never married.
Now you like,
and you
Miss
call them
such and
Uncle
such and
such and
Mr. such and such.
Right,
never
because that's how we was raised. We was raised to fight it out. We were family oriented.
Absolutely.
Down the line, regardless if it was marriage or it was just a regular relationship, it was family oriented. We did things together as a
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
all across the board. Now in this generation, with so much going on and so much that's at your fingertips, there's so much that you can get to, will really, oh my God, like you don't gotta work hard no more.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Let's just keep it 100.
Yeah, they're not working.
You don't have to work hard for it no more. It's right there. So it's just like, so you mean to tell me I got to deal with you nagging in my ear and we ain't together for real? I got my own place where I can leave. I can give you your key back. I got my own key.
Right.
Right.
And I can bounce. I ain't got to deal with you. I can do what I want, go out, hang out with my boys, this, that, and the third, holler at shorties, or I ain't got to holler at you no more. I can get any dude I want as long as I post myself looking real sexy or whatever, because I know I'm going to get the likes because I just got my body taken care of, or I've been working out, so I'm going to show everything and I'm going to get those likes and I'm going to get those DMs, and you think I'm going to put up with you?
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't bring home the money? Oh, so you can't pay this bill?
Oh yeah, I can find somebody else.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you can't give me $50-$100 for lunch,
Yeah.
and I can find somebody. All I gotta do is go to the club and cats is throwing up money like it ain't no tomorrow.
Right.
And you think I'm gonna stick here with you and deal with these problems, and we
Exactly.
ain't even married? I'm gone.
Exactly.
That's what it is. It's society in this generation now. It's everything is quick, fast, and in a hurry. I don't gotta work hard for what
Yeah.
when it's right here.
Yeah.
Every club that's in here, I can go to. Yeah, I might have to pay $50 to get in at 11 o'clock, but I know at the end of the day, I might could come out with something.
Yeah, you could,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Compared to, hey baby, let's go to a jazz festival together. Let's go to the Emoji Festival as a, know what I'm saying, as a family. Let's chill, relax, and enjoy this night. It ain't
Yeah,
it ain't there.
Yeah, no, it ain't like
Yeah.
that.
It's not, but it's based off of how we were raised. We came from an era where it was family, it was togetherness, it was to work it out by all means necessary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If we get to Z and we still can't find the issue to this problem, then okay, maybe we need to separate ourselves,
For a while, yeah.
see if we can work on each other,
Yeah.
come back just to see, okay, if we worked on each other, how can we manage us again
Right.
based off of our change? Now, problem gone. If I see you, I see you. If I
That's when
speak
you're
to
going
you,
to A, B, and C,
Right.
I see you.
if I speak to you, cool. If I don't, whatever. I ain't gotta speak. You want to blast me on Facebook? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because I know after you hit send, I already know who you are before you even made the post.
Yeah.
I ain't got to worry about all that. You sit here, rah, 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 rah. Okay. But 2 nights ago, baby, please come home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's different now.
It is.
It's way different now.
It is.
It's definitely different now. So, I mean, I don't know, Eric. I mean, I'm listening. No, I'm listening to y'all, and you know, I agree a little, and I disagree a whole lot.
I mean, we can agree to
But
disagree.
Absolutely,
Yeah, we can
absolutely,
agree to
absolutely,
disagree.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you know, I just think like overall, like mental health now it's very big.
It is.
And, you know, and I think since COVID, I think it intensified like a lot.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, so and you know, and I just want to commend you for even expressing to the world how you feel, because you never know who, you know, when you're expressing how you feel on social media or whatever, you never know who's going to see it.
Facts.
And I put it this way, I think those who need to see it will see it. So when you're expressing how you feel, you're in turn helping somebody else and you don't even know it.
Yeah, like I would have never thought that. Whew. I would have never thought that I was gonna commit suicide.
Wow.
Never.
So was that a thought?
Yeah, I was there. Never in all my life did I thought about, or would not even thought, was ready to
What stopped you?
hearing the voice of God. Literally. Like I never forget it. Never forget it. 2 years ago. Went to church. It was a Sunday. Went to church. Service was great. Went to my parents after church.
Say nothing to nobody.
Ate good. Told them I see him later. Drove.
So you already knew what you.
Oh yeah, I was there. In my car. Driving. Went to the Hilton. At the pier. Stood on that deck. Tears rolling down my face. I ain't call nobody. I ain't want nobody to come and find me. I stood and looked over that water.
You was gonna jump in.
I was gonna jump in, and I can swim. I was gonna jump in, and that was gonna be it. Real talk. And when I wanted to take that step, because I wanted to take that step, I couldn't move. And then I heard something say, no. And I turned around and I looked. I don't see nobody. So I'm looking at the water again. And I'm trying to move. Literally. Trying to move. And I couldn't. And I turned around again because I heard that voice again says, no. And I heard it again. It says, turn around. And when I turned around, mind you, when I first parked, there was a whole bunch of cars in the parking lot.
But no people.
But when I turned around, I only saw my car.
Wow.
Oh.
And I sat in the car and I cried. I don't even know what time I even went home. And I never, ever would have thought that I would kill myself. Never.
Even thought
Go to
about it.
church, in the choir. I'm heavy in the spiritual stuff. My family's good. What? Me? Kill myself? That's when I knew mental awareness, your mental stability it's crazy how this small brain can do so much. I'm like, God, why? Why am I dealing with this? Blaming myself for a lot. Not even caring what's going on. Like I couldn't take it. Like when you're at home by yourself and there's just so much going on in your head and in your mind. And it's just thinking about the different scenarios on what you could have done if you would have changed this. And I was tired. I was tired. And it was just like everything that I saw was what I wanted, but it was just like it's not there no more. So it's just like, God, like, why me? No, I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect.
Right.
But why am I going through that? I can't deal with this, man. Like, God, I can't. I don't want to deal with this no more. With the hurt and me blaming myself for so much, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this, man. I'm gone.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot better if I'm gone. I didn't think about my kids. I didn't think about nothing else. I was ready to go. And not to discredit anyone else or anybody else or anything else or whatever anyone is going through. It was me.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It was me. And I couldn't take it. I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't. I didn't want to deal with it.
Right.
So I said, you know what? If I'm going, it'll all go away. Then I stood on that pier and I looked at that water. 2 years ago. Stood right there. I was just like, fuck it. That's what I was. But God said no.
And have you thought about it since? So you haven't thought about it since that day, right?
I haven't thought about it since that day, but I do have those moments where I just like, yo. I mean, there were times it was like when my boys are with me, I'm just like, yo, they could have been without their dad.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was about to ask you that when you think about it now, when you think about it now, did you look at it as it would have been a selfish move to
Absolutely.
your kids?
Absolutely.
You know, I used to
Absolutely.
think that too. When people, do something like that, and now you think it was selfish. It was a selfish act. But the more I think about it, you're the only one who's going through. So you can't think about, you don't have the capacity to think about other people, right?
Not at that time, right.
Not at that time. So I really don't feel so gung-ho anymore about it being selfish.
Well, I think the
It
reason
still would be a selfish move.
I think the
forget it.
reason that some people, well, the majority says it, because I even said it, because when you're in that capacity, and again, I can only speak for me.
Right.
I only thought about one thing.
Right.
I am not even gonna go into that detail on what it was, but I knew that it was going to affect other people.
So that's what
It was going to
for you.
affect my kids.
Okay.
Oh.
It was going to affect my mom, my dad, my brothers. It was going to affect them. To someone else, it could be whatever it is outside of what they're thinking about. Yeah, it's going to affect them. My boy's not going to have their father no more.
Right.
Not because of violence, not because of like I said, with violence or me doing something crazy in the streets. Self-inflicted,
Right.
which means
You only thought about you and what you was going through.
I didn't really have to go that route. But at that moment, wasn't even thinking about them.
Right.
Right.
Which is why people say it's selfish. Because, yeah, when you're going through what you're going through and your mental is at that place and it's dark, and you don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care. But to a certain degree, some people look at it as a release.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
They look at it as a release because it's just like they're at that point where it's just like there's nothing else that can be done to change what I'm dealing with. And then you had some to survive it. And you had some
That's a
to
reminder when it
right. Then you had some that they did it and it happened. Like I said, like listen, T, I wanted to. Seriously. Like I wanted to take that step off that pier and say fuck everything. That's why I was.
But I'm honestly like, I'm so lost for words right now. But I'm just thankful that God stepped in, like, you know, and that you're actually here to be able to share with us how you feel. Because I just think over time, yes, I think we all, you know, have them days where you
Absolutely.
know it gets rough.
Absolutely.
But I think when we really think about it, before we know it, it's less days that we're feeling so heavy, you know. And then as time go on, then life is good, you know. But just when you begin to reflect on just from where you've come from to where you're at now, it's nobody but God. Like
Right.
you can really see how you've turned the corner,
Right.
and because you turned the corner, X, Y, and Z is happening. Like your
Right.
boys, you know, you get to see your son double digits now, the oldest. You know what I'm saying? So, like you get to experience life through a different lens. I'm hoping.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
Because like I said, I'm better mentally. Like I don't have those thoughts no more.
Right.
And again, like, and I don't want nobody to think I'm doing this for likes and
Right.
get
right.
more booking
Right.
and people hitting up my DMs. Listen, it ain't even there. It's just I've had people to hit me up and be like, "Yo, your post, your transparency did something for me."
Right. That's
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it's about.
And so for me, it was just expressing how I felt
Right.
when I seen what I saw, because mentally, I was sitting in that parking lot on the pavement by myself. Mentally,
Right.
physically, I didn't do that, but
Right.
mentally, I can understand it, because when you're in that dark place, you're alone.
Yeah.
You're alone. You don't care about a whole lot. You don't want people around you. You just want that problem to go away right now. And to some people, mentally, it is suicide.
Yeah.
To some people, it is trying to find more help. Again, it don't make it right for suicide. It don't.
Right.
But when you're in that mental capacity, you feel like that's the only option that's going to make the situation better if you're no longer here. That's why I stand strong on, and not saying that I wasn't then, because again, I never would have thought that I would be there. Never. And I've been through situations prior to what happened 2 years ago when I wanted to kill myself. Been through things. So I'm just like, I'm going to be all right. Go to church. Pray. I'll be good. But I was that same dude that said that but was ready to take my own life.
Yeah.
So it's just like, some people, it is a release. And they've hit every button that they could to change what it is that they needed to change, but it's just like it's not happening. So it's all right, well, let me do this.
So did you eventually get therapy, or how
I did.
you-
And it was
Yeah.
crazy because even before then, when I went to therapy, I think I was so far gone, it was just like therapy wasn't even helping.
Oh. So you went to therapy early on.
I did.
Okay.
I went to therapy early on, and it was just like, because again, and to talk it with my therapist, yeah, for that moment, okay. But I was so strong on the fact that, yo, my problem still ain't going away. I just want this to go away.
So if you could change something about your past, what would it be, and why?
I think for me, it's being more of a listener and communicating more. Because those were my flaws. And I think also I was so consumed with trying to make things work on my own. And again, going off of society where I'm less of a man if I ask for help. I was so keen on, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna have to sacrifice this, but I'm gonna make it happen. Knowing that I probably could have went and got help to take care of whatever it is that was going on. But I was just like, nope, because if I do, it's gonna look like
Less than.
I can't take care of what I'm supposed to. And again, I didn't do a lot of communicating when it was time to try to make moves, because I didn't want no one to think that, hey, you not doing what you're supposed to.
Right.
What's up? Like, what are you doing? I didn't want that, so I was like, I gotta go. And it teared away from how it was in the beginning for me, when the process was, okay, all right, we're good in this area. But then once things started festering up, it was just like, all right, I got to go from what it used to be and do something different. And then, like I said, the communication started lacking. So it's just like, because I was so focused on trying to make it work.
Right. So you would focus on trying to make it work, but not realizing that things had changed.
Right.
So you were still using the same Allen wrench, but you no longer needed that. You needed the hammer.
Facts.
And you missed it. So being that you missed it and things happen, like, and life is going the way that it's going now, what do you, in your next relationship, in your next whatever it is, what are you going to do different?
That's a good question. What am I going to do different? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned to see.
Because
yeah.
I mean, to be frank, I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I'm not there yet.
So you're not there yet to think about what you would do differently, because you're not there yet to think about a relationship.
Hello.
Well, it's nothing wrong with that. At least you're honest.
I mean, I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So you weren't dating or anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
You might get some dates after this. They might want. No.
I mean,
No, too early. Oh, too soon.
the only dates I'm looking for is booking from Soulful Sound Music Group.
I know that's right.
That's where I'm at right now.
Well, that's good.
That's why I'm at right now. And no offense to dating or anything like that,
Yeah.
but it's just for Eric. Nah,
That's not what Eric.
that's not where Eric at right now.
So are you telling me that you're not going to be like Jamal Bryant, get married at 53? You know he about to get married again.
Well, he said he was 42, so
You got a while.
he have a while.
Okay. Well, I ain't trying to marry you, but
I ain't gonna say 53, but
stay tuned.
stay
tuned to
tuned.
that too. Wait a minute. Now,
Stay tuned.
I don't know.
I mean,
'cause the way
okay.
he looking like,
You know what?
yeah,
So,
you know.
all right, here it is.
Yes, please.
Here
spell
it is. Here it is. I'm not looking to get married again.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh, so you know what, Miss Go Getter? He's still over there. That's exactly what. Yeah, he's still over there.
Still over there.
You know, he want to keep it open. He don't wanna
Nah.
So
mess it
if
up.
the opportunity to present itself for, you know what, let's sit down and talk and let's see where we can go. Are you taking it? Yes or no?
I would say yes if I ain't gonna say I knew if I knew it was gonna happen, but I don't see that.
Okay.
So I can't sit here and say
Hypothetically speaking, your ass would be over there
Yeah.
chilling.
Chilling.
And when it happened, I'm like, yeah, okay.
I don't see that happening.
It happened.
Nah, that ain't.
All is well, and I think honestly, like
She over here like 'cause
yeah,
whatever.
right? Them, her wheels still get determined.
It ain't. Nah.
But you know that it might not be. It might be for your growth. You know,
Yeah, it ain't.
the removal might have just been for your growth.
It ain't. Yeah. So I mean,
But you never know. Your growth might do like this, but it might come back like this. You just never know.
Yeah, you just never know. I just think people become a better them when that time is for them. You know what I'm saying? And people outgrow people all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hurtful. Like it's detrimental. Like
oh, trust me, it hurt. Hell yeah, it hurt.
But I
it's
think
just-
that for all of what you've been through, I think it has made a stronger man,
appreciate it.
a more focused man.
And a secure man too, because you have to be
Yeah,
secure within
absolutely.
yourself to
Put
go
somebody out
against
here.
the grain. What society say most men should do or shouldn't do.
Because it's at a point like look, man, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care no more.
Yeah.
And for so long, I was just like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that, because I'm so consumed of what who gonna say. And
Right.
now I'm just like, it's whatever.
And like I was, when I was talking to you about it a while back, another guy hit me up about some of the same issues, like with mental health and with men, and like he became scared,
Yeah.
like literally scared. He didn't want to put it out there, but I said that to say that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot
Absolutely.
of men out here, and I think I read today it was like 40% of men now have mental health issues, but they refuse to talk about it.
Yeah.
So things end up, happening, whether they taking their own life or now they're taking other people's lives, or, they just one anxiety, depression, everything just starts up.
Our
But
pride
yeah,
and society are the two main things.
yeah,
Our pride, because it's just like, I don't want society to think.
put that hit on me like that. Yeah,
Right. Because for a long time, I've been this. When I'm out in public, I'm this. Only my family or my inner circle know who I am
outside of that,
in private.
right?
But in the public eye, I'm this. So the one time I slip up and reveal my softness or reveal my hurt or reveal my pain,
Reveal the truth.
reveal the truth, now it's just, oh, so now I see you in a different light now, so now I got to handle you accordingly. No, you don't. I'm still the same person.
Right.
I'm just going through.
Yeah,
That's it. You go through. I go through.
that's right.
But to a certain degree, it's just, again, it's double standard.
It is.
It's double standard.
It definitely is.
And so when you think about it, it's double standard. When you think about, I don't want everyone to know what I'm going through because I don't want to be labeled X, Y, and Z, we hold on to it.
Yeah.
We hold on to it.
But I just think this day and time now, you definitely have to be more verbal. You have to really express, however you seen, whether it's via, talking to someone or text or whatever it is, you have to get it out because, like you said, over time it's going to fester and then it's going to blow. And we don't want that
Yeah.
to happen. Miss Go Getter, what'd you take away from tonight? You know I was going to ask you. So.
I don't know why you asked me.
What'd you take away from tonight? Because
Well, what I took away from tonight, Actually, I took away a lot. I took away. It's okay.
Absolutely.
It's okay not to be okay and to be a black male. You know, you don't have to put on an image or a front or whatever, but it's okay. It's really, that's as simple as it gets. It's okay to be genuinely you. And it's okay to show, you know, your feelings. It's okay to show that you hurt too, that you're not made of iron. But it's okay.
Absolutely. So, Eric, my last question to you is, last and final question to you is, how has your time been since you've been on Way to Gay a Minute tonight?
Oh, I love coming up here. Like, for real. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
It's your
up.
100th time.
No, actually, this is my second time.
Yeah.
And I'm more upset that it's only been twice that I've been up here.
No, it's fine.
And we grown up together. So we
Fine.
So I anticipate my appearance on Way to Gay a Minute more than
Of course.
twice.
But that's a record. That's actually good.
Oh, it is?
It is
Yeah.
because
Most people do
normally
once.
Oh, wow. Okay,
we
yeah.
definitely do one hit of quitters.
What you say? Hey, you say one hit of quitters ain't always bad.
Ain't always bad because sometimes it's just what it is. Like it
Yeah.
just depends on the topic and the timing.
Oh,
is-
yeah,
is of
absolutely,
the essence.
absolutely,
That's what it
yeah.
is. But yeah, but so your time has been good, right?
I appreciate it. Yeah, I love being up here.
Yeah.
Love it because it's just like it's a time where you can. I mean, for those that want to, let it all out. Why
Safe
not?
space,
yeah.
yeah.
Why not? Because
Yeah.
you like you said, you never know who you are affecting. You know what I'm saying? And if me being transparent and being real about my situation without really going into detail that can help someone, absolutely, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Because again, I've had people come at me about those posters that I made where I was transparent about myself and saying that it helped them, and not even knowing that it was going to help someone. It was just for that moment.
You was releasing it.
I was letting it out. Like, hey, like outside of the singing, outside of Oak Grove, like outside of coaching my son's football team,
Right.
I've had these moments because quiet. Not gonna necessarily say quiet is kept. When you've been knowing someone for so long, you never would expect it. Nobody expected me to be there. Nobody. Because all they see is me singing, me performing, smiling and dancing and whatever. All right. Wanted to do that? Hold on. Why not? Why not let everybody know? Because again, it may help someone.
Absolutely.
And again, I will never, and even with talking with my people that I've spoken to, like I will never portray it to be that I was the perfect man. I will never come out here and showcase that it was more than me. I will never do that. But at the same time, I have gone through what I've gone through. I dealt with my mental.
Right.
I've dealt with suicidal thoughts. I dealt with attempting suicide. It's me. I can't speak for no one else. I know for me, that's what I dealt with. That's what I've been through. That's what I've gone through. And again, I still have my moments every now and then.
Yeah.
But I'm better now to handle it
Yeah.
compared to how it was 2 years ago. And even before then, I'm better mentally. I still have those talks with God.
Yeah.
I still talk to my inner circle. Those people who they know who they are still hit me up. Like, yo, you good? Everything all right? How's your day? What's up?
That's good.
So it's just
that's good.
like, yo, let's go hang out. Let's yo, it's an open mic. Let's go here. Word.
Right.
Like, there's just so many karaoke's and open mics that I've been to in so long. I'm like, bruh, gas prices is like killing me right now. But that's my safe space.
Yeah.
Music is my safe space. Singing is my safe space. Performing is my safe space. Going to open mics. Going to karaoke's, even though singers don't need to go to karaoke, but I mean, hey, leave that alone.
Yes, it's still going to have fun.
Yeah, but I go and have fun. So it's just and now that I've ventured over to my own business, my own brand, clothing line, live entertainment. I got some more stuff in store. Stay tuned. I'm making moves. I'm staying busy. My kids
That's
are
it.
good. I mean, I'm coaching my son's football team, so that's good. I mean, God is good.
It's up from here.
God is good.
It's up from here.
Yeah.
God is good.
So stay encouraged and know that
Absolutely.
it's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay not to
It
be
is.
okay. And it's okay to be okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So with that being said, stay tuned to all things Wait Again Minute.
Good night.